Hi guys, it's me. Today we are going to talk about what is type 1 diabetes. Most people already know that there are multiple types of diabetes, but today we're just going to focus on type 1, diabetes mellitus. It is a chronic illness, it is an autoimmune disease, it is very serious, and not a lot of people know about it. Only 10% of diabetics are actually type 1. So, when you watch the media or talk to people, most of the knowledge that's going around is for type 2. But I'll make another video about that another day. So what is diabetes mellitus? Well, I'll let you know. It does include a little bit of a biology lesson, so we'll start with the organ, the pancreas. The onset of type 1 diabetes is when the beta cells in the pancreas, for whatever reason, there are multiple theories on why, stop creating insulin. Why is this a big deal? What is insulin? Insulin is a hormone that allows cells to take on carbohydrates and other macromolecules. Carbohydrates are the cell's first form of fuel. Also, you're only supposed to have a certain number of stuff swimming around in your bloodstream at any given time. And your body is like so exact, it knows how much should be there, so how much insulin you need to get the glucose out of your bloodstream. And it's really, really convenient. But for those of us whose body is a little cattywampus and doesn't work quite right, we have to do it manually. So people with type 1 diabetes have to take man-made insulin. Man-made insulin has been around for over 100 years. It was first made by crushing up animal pancreases. I'm not actually sure how it's made now, but I'm sure glad it exists. Otherwise, I wouldn't. Anyway, with the insulin allowing the cells to take on fuel and regulate the level of glucose in the bloodstream, that's the basis of diabetes. Now, sounds simple, right? Wrong. It affects everything. It is part of the metabolic system. It's on the same genetic strand as multiple other chronic illnesses, such as celiac disease and hypothyroidism. I have hypothyroidism. I'd rather go without the celiac. I know that's really, really rough. Celiac is basically a severe allergy to gluten, but we'll go into that another time. Anyway, that is the basis of type 1 diabetes, and so we have to deal with bunches of difference of doctors, any conditions or complications that arise from our diabetes, hospital visits, different therapies such as pumps versus pens and syringes. We are doing math every minute of the day. It is never ending. There is no cure. There's a lot of people who advocate and raise money to go towards research for a cure. That is not my goal here. My goal here is to teach people who don't know about diabetes to raise awareness and to help people living with type 1 to live the best life they can with what they have. I may get some blowback for that, but that's my perspective, and that's where I'm at right now. Not that there isn't any hope for a cure, I just don't think it's going to happen in my lifetime. So like Eleanor Roosevelt said, do what you can with what you have. Anyway, so some myths and facts about diabetes. A lot of people think that eating sugar or having a bad lifestyle is how people get diabetes. Wrong. I don't care if it's type 1, type 2, gestational, you know what I'm talking about. It's not caused by eating sugar. That's just BS. And I don't know how that got started. It probably got started years ago, before I was even born, let alone diagnosed. But that seems to be the common knowledge today about diabetes, and it is flat out wrong. I have a lot more to say on that note, but I'm gonna cool down on that topic because it really gets me excited in a slightly negative way. Also, there's a type 1 diabetes meme out there, and it's like this little girl with a what face, and it's like when your blood sugar is low and someone tells you to take some insulin. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, based on what I just explained, scientifically, you take insulin to drop the blood sugar down because the cells are taking on the energy, so it's not in the bloodstream anymore. When you don't have enough in the bloodstream, you eat so that there is more energy in the bloodstream to level it out. It is a really hard balancing act, but physiologically that's how it works. Also, another myth I would like to address: we can eat anything we want. A lot of us choose to go on diets or eating plans or avoid certain foods. I avoid pizza and pasta because no matter what I do, my blood sugar skyrockets. Same thing with Chick-fil-A. I don't know why, but it skyrockets my blood sugar and makes me not feel good. I don't have any food allergies. That's just how it is. So, just like any other person, we can eat whatever we want within our dietary needs, as long as we give the insulin for it. Everybody else, whether they eat healthily or not, their body gives them the insulin they need for what they put in their mouths. We just have to do it manually, okay? So stop telling us we can't eat that. We can. Watch us, okay? Other diabetics will get what I'm saying. It doesn't matter if they're a stranger or your sister. I can eat that. The last myth versus fact I would like to address is there is no good or bad diabetes. I hear this all the time. Oh, I had a friend with diabetes. I think she had the bad kind. Oh, this person has diabetes. It's pretty bad. No. All diabetes suck. They're not good. One is a chronic illness. One is more of a condition, but they are both life-threatening and serious and should be treated as such. Thank you. Okay, so to recap, the pancreas doesn't make insulin, the cells can't take on the energy, so it sits in the bloodstream. We have to take man-made insulin to regulate this. We're always going through mathematical equations and taking into account other variables because it affects the whole body and everything we do in life. It is not caused by eating sugar. I can eat that, and there are no bad or good diabetes. They both suck. They're not good, and they're both serious. So if you have any questions regarding diabetes, go ahead and put it in the comments below. Like and share this video to raise awareness of type 1 diabetes, and subscribe. Also, always important, stay awesome. Thanks.